What's up, Freccero fam? For today, we're flying from Los Angeles, California to Hartford, Connecticut. Already through TSA and everything, took like 5 minutes, maybe even 3. I've said it in every traveling vlog I've done, and I will continue to say it. TSA pre-check, which is like, I think $80 for 5 years. Completely worth the money, the best $80 you'll ever spend. I'm not gonna lie, and it's the old Terminal 4. Like, this one is kind of like the new one after all the construction, because this one doesn't have Dunkin' Donuts. And I always got Dunkin' Donuts before flying out, so now to get Crown's LAX coffee.
Moments later.
Dude, guess how much? I'm not gonna lie. Not bad. It's also a cold brew. $9. So we're gonna be boarding in about a half hour. Let me show you what I brought in terms of stuff to do on the plane. First off, of course, my computer. I got Ableton pulled up. Also, I got my gaming stuff pulled up because I will be doing a gaming challenge. I'm gonna be doing another video that's gonna be posted on this channel if I can beat Pokemon Red before the airplane lands. So kind of like a fun gaming challenge I'll do. So I got this epic classic NES USB controller. Headphones for producing on Ableton. So I got gaming and Ableton ready to go. And then lastly, huge pro tip, I have this when I typically am bouncing around. It's like an extension cord for my MacBook charger. As you can see, like this. I always bring a 3-prong thing, like a 3-prong 3-port power strip. It's super helpful to plug in multiple things at once, but also, for some reason, the MacBook charger always falls out of the airplane like charging port. So by plugging this into it initially, then I can plug this in, so it looks like this. So let's see, let me show you. So I can plug it in like this. That way, when I plug this into the port, in terms of the charging port on the airplane, it doesn't fall out. Huge pro tip. And then lastly, I got a book. I feel like I typically bring my computer with music and games, and then one book, and right now I'm reading the book Read Your Mind by Oz Perlman. Pretty good book so far. I won't be doing an entire dedicated video about it, but pretty solid book.
Thank you for your cooperation. I'm sorry about that.
We're now leaving the plane. Something happened. So I think this is the first time this has ever happened to me, where we were sitting, just kind of waiting and everything. Everything looked good. And then they said, everyone deboard the plane right now. We're gonna have to delay it, which I'm not gonna lie, I'd much rather, I think, wait in the gate than just sit in the plane and just be waiting, sitting on the plane. But they said, yeah, we're gonna have to deboard the plane. Not sure when we're gonna board again. It might be in an hour, maybe sooner, maybe later. Just hang out in the gate and just wait. So I had to get a tuna sandwich. Guess how much this was? $19. I'm sorry, but $19 for a tuna sandwich. It's been a very interesting travel day so far. So mini update, we're now delayed by 2 hours, but I did get a hotel and a meal voucher because I'm gonna miss my layover from Philadelphia to Hartford. We're gonna be crashing in a hotel tonight. So pretty fun actually, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of relieves my stress a little bit, where I feel like I have to get in and immediately jump on another flight. Doesn't matter what time we arrive now. It's kind of like whenever we arrive, go to a hotel, wake up tomorrow, and then fly to Hartford, which is kind of nice. Boarding again. Let's see how it goes this time. Oh, it's kind of crazy. Full row to ourselves. Let's go. is dead right now. And now we have to find a way to get a shuttle. Apparently I can call it, but I'm not sure how that works. So it's gonna be an adventure getting to the hotel. Just got outside, so I just called the shuttle. Apparently they're gonna come pick us up in a little bit, bring us to the La Quinta Inn, and everything is comped by the voucher, both the hotel and also the shuttle. So I've never done this before, to be honest, with Americans, so it's kind of like an interesting, kind of fun experience. Just checked into the hotel. Looks pretty nice. You know, it's La Quinta Inn, so let's see how the room looks. All right, so actually pretty nice, not bad, you know, for a random La Quinta Inn. Now we gotta make moves. I really want to grab a Philly cheesesteak in Philadelphia, like the true Philly cheesesteak. There's one pub down the street. The kitchen closes at 12:30. It's supposed to be really, really good food, so we're gonna go there now. Gotta say, this is giving like extreme East Coast vibes. I think this is the entrance, so let's see how this goes. I just really want a good, solid Philly cheesesteak, and I'll feel complete after today being a wild day. I'm gonna be honest, lives up to all the hype. This is absolutely insane. This is ridiculous. Like, Philly cheesesteak with some like banana peppers, some onions. This is unreal.
The next day.
Pretty solid night, very easy morning as well. Not gonna lie, I'm exhausted. It was super hard for me to sleep last night. This always happens. And this is the one time I fly from the West Coast to the East Coast. Even though it's only like a 3-hour difference, it's just so hard for me to fall asleep. Officially landed in Hartford and just got home to my hometown, East Long Meadow, Massachusetts. That was definitely one of the most interesting travel days I've had in a while in terms of the crazy delays when it comes to all the Airbuses being grounded. At least when it came to going from Los Angeles to Philly, I did beat Pokemon Red on the flight there. I have a link listed below to that gaming challenge if you want to watch it. I tried to see if I could beat Pokemon Red during the entire flight, basically before my plane landed, complete the entire game. And then being in Philly, it was kind of nice, I would say, as well. It kind of worked out in an interesting way where I got to finally try that Philly cheesesteak. One of the best sandwiches I've ever had. That was phenomenal. And just kind of like being in Philly. Again, I've never been there, always wanted to go. And of course, American Airlines did comp the transportation and also the hotel. So it was kind of a fun experience. And then, of course, waking up the next morning, going to the lounge. The food was amazing, by the way, in the American Airlines lounge. So it was kind of great being there because I was like, you know what, I'm so exhausted because I never sleep well when it comes to going to the going from the West Coast to the East Coast. So I did not sleep that well at all Friday night. And then Saturday, I was like, you know what, let me just hang out in the lounge, the American Airlines lounge. Got delayed again by like, I think it was nothing too crazy, but it was just Another delay situation where I just kept waiting over and over again. I was first class, which is nice, but I mean, first class in a small plane is kind of like a normal seat if I word it like that. Bit of a crazy 2-day traveling day when it should have been just 1 day, but you know what? All things kind of worked out and it was quite the experience.